We are live! Welcome to Super Rockstar Superheroes. Now completely... Fuck, I didn't think of a...
Happy Father's Day!
That's not gonna work. Now completely latex free. Yeah, condom joke for Father's Day.
Inappropriate.
But yes, Happy Father's Day. We are not parents, but we are foster parents. God damn, we should have closed the blinds. I am so bright.
Yeah, you look good. Technically, we are parents. We have
glowing
furry children.
I'm glowing because I'm a Super Saiyan.
Hey, we have furry children.
Yeah, but people get really bent out of shape about that. You know, they always say, "Oh, he's not the same." No one ever says,
"Excuse me."
Hey, Stephanie's watching.
Hey,
what's up, Stephanie?
We have known Spicy since she was, I don't know, 4 weeks old. Give or take?
Younger than that, like 2 weeks old.
Yeah, so fuck you guys. We were her parents, except for extenuating circumstances.
When we have bottle babies, we have to wipe asses. We have to wake up throughout the night every 2 hours to feed them. We have to deal with chronic illness, blah, 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 rushes to the emergency room. I'm not saying it's the same, but we deal with it, and we go through fosters constantly, so we get at least a taste of it. But, you know, fosters you can put in a kennel and leave some food and water out for them. They shit in a box. After they can go on their own, you know, you have to kind of encourage them. But we decided that an appropriate topic for Father's Day would be, are couples without children happier than couples with children? Because, by the way, we're rocking some fucking tater...
Tops that are circular.
Tater wheels, tater discs,
So
tater
good.
cookies, whatever. I don't care. They're not
We're eating again, is the point. We are eating food again on the
Yes.
podcast.
It is something we are known to do, is to eat food, you know, like human beings do.
Yeah.
But as some of you know, as some people know, we have no plans to have children. That might change, but the outlook is not good.
Mainly personal preferences in a lot of ways. And at this time, it's just more of a con to have a child.
Yeah, the timing doesn't seem right, but also, people don't really seem to like their kids. What can I say? They bitch about being a parent all the time, and I'm like, well, it's kind of like when teachers bitch about how little they make. I can remember the day in kindergarten when my kindergarten teacher explained to us how little they made, and my tiny kindergarten brain right there said, well, I'm not going to be a teacher. I mean, it was that obvious.
I can't believe they did that. Mine did not do that. They actually had a pretty good face to show that I don't even know if they did like their job, but they never really showed that they didn't like their job.
She liked her job, but she did talk about how little they make, and I'm like, you can argue that they should be paid more, but the fact is, you know, if you're going to be a teacher, you're not going to make much money, so, you know, I don't see the point in complaining about it. As a kindergartner, I could say, you know, well, I'm not going to have that job. Same thing with being a parent. I hear so many parents constantly complaining about how they hate being a parent, blah, 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 and so I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do that. Hi, Mom. How are you? I've called you and Dad like 4 times today to tell Dad Happy Father's Day, but I guess you guys were in church or something, and they're Catholic, so they go to church for like 40 years every Sunday. So that's probably what happened. I guess you guys are out now, so tell Dad Happy Father's Day. I'll call him when we're done with the podcast. Don't call me now. You'll interrupt the feed. I think I just spit there. But anyway, so we wanted to explore whether or not couples who have kids or don't have kids, which are generally happier. Now, that's not saying that the statistics never apply to the individual. So having kids may be right for you. Like I was talking to someone about this a few weeks ago, and she was talking about how tough it is having a young kid and raising them and all that. And I know I was a handful, but she said she only did it because she really wanted it and she was meant to do it. And I told her how we were kind of on the fence about it, and we decided not to because we were on the fence about it. And she's like, that's exactly the right choice, because if you're not completely in, if you don't really want it 100%, don't do it, because it's really stressful and really hard. And so we said we're not going to do it. So we have this article here. What is this?
Happier relationships for couples without children.
Happier relationships. Where is this coming from?
This came from Tom Leykis' thing.
That's from Telegraph, which is in the UK.
It was linked to his site.
Okay, that'll work. Whatever.
I think it is it, because I recognize that picture. So.
All right. Well.
I think it's it.
Who's this written by?
John Binningham, social affairs editor.
That's John Bingham.
Oh.
Binningham. We're off to a good start.
Yeah.
We've already gotten off subject like 2 times.
I'll be honest, I'm not 100% aware of stuff right now.
You're not aware of stuff right now?
Yes.
I'm not aware of stuff.
Okay, anyway,
right.
so.
Right. Moving on. Getting into the article. Get on with the article. Let's go.
Having children has been up by many as the ultimate
okay.
source
All right,
of fulfillment.
Start.
Okay. For centuries.
Start over already.
For centuries.
Go ahead, start over.
Shut up! Okay, anyway, for centuries, having children has been held up by many as the ultimate source of fulfillment and meaning in life. However, according to one of the biggest studies ever conducted into Britain's relationships, childless couples have happier marriages. The project has found that people without children are more satisfied with their relationships and more likely to feel valued by their partner than couples with children. Okay.
Does it go into... That is a short article.
The study by the Open University involved interviews and surveys with more than 5,000 people of all ages, statuses, and sexual orientations. When people were asked to rate their quality of their relationship...
People can't see.
You can't see me. The quality of their relationship, those without children, emerged as happier overall. Oh, okay. The sentence was weird for me. For both men and women, those who did not have children ranked the quality of their relationship more highly than those who did. They also did significantly more to maintain their relationships, such as taking time to go out together or talk, than those with children. Yet when asked to rate how happy they were with their lives in general, there was a gender divide. Mothers were happier overall than any other group, while childless women were the least happy. By contrast, men with children emerged slightly less happy than those without.
Well, that's weird because, of course, this is only this is only one study. But I heard on the radio the other day there was a study that recently came out. What year?
This is 2014.
Okay, so
this is about 4 years old.
So it's not exactly dated. But I heard on the radio last week that unmarried childless women were reporting being happier than married women with children. I don't know. Maybe it's a regional thing. Maybe there's all sorts of variables.
Yeah, because we don't know the study you read. Is it the same study here?
Well, I heard about it on the radio. I haven't even seen it. I don't even remember who did the study. But yeah, there's all sorts of things you can study, and it's hard to find which ones are legit and which are not. But I can see the reason why men would be reporting being unhappier having children. Even though there's a lot of things about having children that appeals to me, you know, I would like having a little person that I'm teaching how to be tough, be an adult, be cool, be nice, all that. Yeah, that seems cool, and I've considered doing a Big Brother program, being a Big Brother, which I might still do.
Oh, I think it would be fun.
Yeah. Take them to jiu-jitsu with us, stuff like that. I'd even pay for them. You know, if they came from a lower income family, couldn't afford it, yeah, I'd pay for their membership. But where was I going with this? Yeah, I think guys report being unhappier because, and I think we touched on this yesterday in yesterday's podcast, guys need sex. They need it. And once you have a kid, you're not going to be having as much sex. Not for a while, at least. You're going to be too tired. You're going to be, too busy, too whatever. But it ain't going to happen. So I can see that. Of course, they don't really say how old the people's kids are. Like, I think a lot of people who like their kids or whatever, they like their kids now that they're grown and out of the house and they only see them every once in a while, But the ones who are newly parented, they always seem pissed off. Yeah. So,
tired.
Yeah. What's up, Michael? How you doing?
Okay.
All right. Where were
the study, which will be presented at the British Library later this week,
the British
also
Library
reveals some unlikely bonds holding the fabric of the nation together, including that one of the secrets of Britain's strongest marriages is the humble cup of tea. And it uncovered a hidden passion among couples for closing the curtains, putting on some music and dancing together. Yet across all categories, one simple action emerged as the most important element in strong relationships: saying thank you. For those who have been through
What
a
have we
painful,
said? What have we said 1,000 times on this podcast? Those of you watching on YouTube, you probably don't know because most of our podcasts have been on Facebook. But